Hey everybody, Kendall Bradford again. Therapy is often misunderstood, leading many to hesitate or avoid seeking help when it's needed the most. One widespread misconception is that therapy is only for those with severe illnesses, when in reality, therapy can help benefit anyone experiencing stress, life transition, or emotional challenges. It provides a safe space, therapy that is, to explore thoughts and feelings with a trained professional, helping individuals develop coping strategies and achieve personal growth, regardless of the severity of their issues. I typically ask families these questions. Follow me here. Who do you go to for your car? They say a mechanic. Who do you go to for financial guidance? They say a financial advisor. Come on, follow me here. Who do you go to for your medical needs? They typically say your doctor. Yes. How about your spiritual needs? A chaplain or a person of your faith? Yes. Legal needs? A lawyer, right? And how about someone to help you explore your relationship with food? A nutritionalist. You guessed it, for sure. So, guess where all come for mental health concerns, maintenance, or problems? You guessed it again, a therapist. And yes, therapy is not just a space to discuss things in life that are not working. We celebrate often, very often. We acknowledge the wins and we rejoice along your wellness journey. And for those that meet their goals, they create new ones, or they return to simply maintain their position after achieving. Don't forget, maintenance is important. We meet the goal and then we say, now what, Kendall? Maintain it. You worked for it, maintain it, protect it. We love our coaches, okay? And let me tell you, all therapists are coaches, okay? But not all coaches are therapists. Please know the difference. I have a module on the differences between coaching and therapy, and you'll know or have a better idea of which one is best fit for you. Another common myth is that therapy involves simply talking about your problems without any real solutions. In truth, therapy is an active, collaborative process where therapists use evidence based practice techniques tailored to each individual's needs. People get their general information, like we all do, on the web, Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, or from their favorite author. We therapists then help you tailor that information to wisdom that fits you specifically. Yes, we love knowledge, but a lot of us don't turn that knowledge into the action of wisdom. Therapy is about more than venting, it's about learning, understanding, and building resilience. Some also believe that attending therapy means being labeled or judged. This stigma, most definitely, can prevent people from seeking support, but confidentiality and respect are foundational principles of therapeutic relationships. In short, therapists can't tell anybody a damn thing. Or guess what? We can be sued and our licenses can be revoked. Okay? There are limits to confidentiality, though, mainly if you want to hurt yourself or someone else or damage someone's property. Now, guess what? These individuals come to therapy too, and it's our responsibility to unpack these things. And if they wanted to go through with these things, we still would encourage them in a way to look at it in a different way. But if they need additional support, then we have to go outside of the limits of therapy. Okay. In a nutshell, if you can't keep your hands to yourself, we can't help you. Okay. There's also limits to confidentialities in a court proceeding. If you break the law in a manner where a judge requests your records, we have to give them up. Other than that, a lawyer can request your records, a teacher, a parent, as long as you're over the legal age of consent in your state. A doctor can request your records, or a third party, whatever that third party may be. We would still need to come to who for consent? You. That's right. You're the boss in therapy. We're just along for the journey. It's literally the safest place in the world. your best friend, your family member, your wife, your husband, your child, your fellow gang member, and whomever else you disclose your most proudest or darkest moments to, they will spill the beans. Trust me. Even if it's to a stranger in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, we will share it. Why? Because that's just what humans do. We talk, we let it out, we don't take it to the grave. And if we do, we're talking about mental health here. We're being very passive, we're shutting down, and it's probably eating you alive. Trust me, we talk about that deep into therapy. However, therapists create a non judgmental environment where individuals are treated with empathy and acceptance while holding your space to the safest regard. Recognizing these misconceptions is the first step towards embracing therapy as a valuable tool for mental well being and personal development. Consider therapy your space to identify what you know and present to your loved ones. Anything you don't know, be careful sharing it before processing it with yourself or a therapist, because it typically will backfire. We take our no's to people. We bring our I don't knows to therapy. Hopefully, this is giving you some insight as to how therapy can be, what it is, and what it's not. I also wrote a few things on the board here. If you want to find love, people come to therapy, or they consider therapy. If you want to maintain love, once you find love, now it's like, what do I do now? You might want to listen, learn to actively listen, and be on the same page with your partner. We maintain love here. If you lose love, unfortunately, heartbreak, breakups, divorce, come to therapy. Consider therapy. Trust me, we make it happen. We get through on the other side. If you want to find focus, there's a loss of focus somewhere. We'll start at the origins again of where we had focus and when we lost it, and we'll get to the bottom of it and change those processes when you're ready to replace, okay, some of those habits that add to those negative outcomes. Okay, we reflect first, which puts us in a position to retract our power back and say, I'm doing that to myself. You sure are. And then we're in a position to replace the habit. Works like a charm. If you experience death and loss, like we all do, it's a part of life, just like birth. If you experience parenthood, consider therapy. A lot of us can lose ourselves through these processes, both of them, through death and through parenthood. We're like, Kendall, who am I? I don't know who I am. Ever since I've been giving my life and my time and my energy and my finances and everything else to my children, I'm forgetting what I like to do. Consider therapy. Many people come and redefine or get back to what made them who they were in the first place. If you adopt a child, if you find yourself isolated, if you have a strange family dynamics, if you just got into a car accident, okay, if you're trying to find a job, if you're trying to maintain a job, right? If your coworkers are pissing you off, okay, it happens. A lot of us, we just deal with these things. These are normal life happenings, guys. Consider therapy. If you're struggling academically, you, your child, your partner, it doesn't matter. If you want to influence somebody, hopefully they're listening to this general information before that preclinical space that they can get into deeper into the modules. Consider therapy. Okay, struggling athletes, oh, we love our athletes. Okay, we want to make sure that when they're on that court, when they're on that mound, when they're on that track, when they're on that hardwood, okay, wherever they may be or wherever they may find themselves, on the ice, on the pavement, okay, we want to make sure that their focus is there, they locked in. All right, but if they're struggling as an athlete, there might be something mentally going on off or away from the court or the field. So consider therapy. Self-doubt, sadness, depression, any feeling that is negative, jealousy. There are many people that come in and say, I'm jealous of my friends. They get this type of attention. Jealousy and anger are emotions that don't amount to anything positive. So we want to find processes and systems that can help us address it, acknowledge it, accept it, however, also speak to it, right? So it doesn't damage your relationships. Co-parenting, the list goes on and on. I couldn't fill up the board, obviously. So if you are interested in learning more about yourself, allow someone like myself to be along the journey. It's all about a best fit, good fit here, and we'll do it together. Okay, we'll meet your goals. We'll exploit the limits so you can become your healthiest self. Consider Optimum Wellness University. We're here for you. Be human.